We've got the next round coming up very shortly here. I think we're just going to get confirmation of who's going to be streaming for both teams. We're just going to get that information through to us. Bear with me one moment as we get that info. And we'll see who we've got next in just a moment as we move on to match number 6. So coming up on match 6, we have got Big Drama Boys versus Nekos in Pantsus, NIP. Probably one of the few teams I think are favoured to win this tournament, and they need no introduction. We've got Infi, Scanter, Pantsus as the team captain, once again going up against a team that at least has stirred a lot of interest from the community. So, unfortunately, I don't know these team members too well, but from what I've heard from people, they're going to be one hell of a fight for NIP. Have you got any more insight into the team that's coming up next, Exo?
I can just tell you that this is going to be an intense match, I think. I mean, this is the match we've been waiting for the whole day. Like, this Big Drama Boys team, it's definitely a really solid team. And then we have NIP, who is just absolutely amazing at all mechanics in the game. I think it's going to be the best match we're going to see in the tournament, to be honest.
Interesting. I don't really recognise any of the names from Big Drama Boys. I'm guessing that's not what they've usually gone by. Or am I just that out of touch?
I do believe Sarcasm is Elanix. That's his other name.
Elanix, okay.
If you recognize that, that's his
do.
streamer name.
I do indeed.
I do think Southgarden is Atlanta, so...
Atlanta, that's it. Yes, I was informed about this. Yeah, this is going to be a very close match then. We've already seen what NIP can do when they start caring. I think there was a little bit of confusion as to what happened against 125. 125 put up one hell of a fight against NIP. NIP just took it that one step further and managed to practically reverse sweep 125, especially when being 3-1 down. I don't think NIP are going to take the same risk here. I think they're going to go 100% into this match starting out and not going to hold anything to chance anymore. So this is going to be, like you said, one hell of a fight.
Yeah, I definitely think that NIP was just underrating 125 in the last match. They were just not caring that much and didn't take the match too seriously, so they just was falling behind, and then they just stepped it up and went full on, and they just got it in the end. But I think they're going to be more prepared for this one, as they know that this team can really, really fight. So I think we're going to see a very intense match now. I'm guessing this is going to be just defender wins only almost, but we'll see how it goes though.
Well, if it's as close as we've seen so far, it's very likely that it is going to be defender wins. But again, we could see the reverse here, like we saw against Abstract and God Complex, where both teams only win their attack stages. So we'll have to wait and see. We've known that NIP are a little bit flaky on defense. That if there's any one point of their any one weakness that team has over anything, and it is a very marginal weakness, by the way. This isn't anything major. The only thing I would say is their consistency at defending is a little bit flaky at times, and I think that's what got 125 Hertz a lot of crucial wins, and were able to hold on for as long as they can and even start taking wins against NIP. I think if they've managed to sort that out and are going to be a little bit more solid on their defences and not give up or not kind of ease off the pedal too much or get too comfortable with their position, then we can definitely see NIP running this all the way to the end. But that isn't to say anything less of Big Drama Boys. Again, very good players on that team. I'm not sure of their teamwork, but if everyone is saying how good they are, and well, if they live up to what everyone's expectations are, this could easily go into overtime twice before we see a winner.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. I'm just waiting for both teams to get their streams up and running. We haven't got confirmation from Big Drama Boys yet who's going to be streaming on their team. It is a necessity, so we'll just have to wait and see. But as soon as the feeds are up and running, we'll pass you right over to them and get them up and going. Still no show from BDB yet, unfortunately. I'm not sure what's happening there. Just a quick one then. We'll have a look at the poll between Big Drama Boys and NIP to see what you, the viewers, thought and who you think's going to win this match. And interestingly enough, there's still quite a strong lead for NIP to win this. 31 votes to 15. It's, you know, a margin of 67 to 33% respectively. So at least you, the viewers, think NIP is still going to win this and run away with this. But I think we're going to see a much closer fight on our hands than people realise. I'm sure the people who know the team players from Big Drama Boys are going to be expecting a very, very close match, even possibly Big Drama Boys winning this. But I don't know, this could go either way. I'm really, really not sure about this one. I have got NIP, you know, favoured to win the tournament altogether, but this is going to be very, very close. This is going to be one of the hardest matches NIP is going to have to face in the entire tournament. That's not to say anything less of Friday Fahrenheit or who are they up against next? Speed Tracker. But this is definitely going to be kind of a gatekeeping match for them. This is the one that they're going to have to win. Semi-finals might be a little bit easier perhaps, but this is going to be the one that will determine whether or not who gets into the finals, essentially. I'm not trying to say anything less of Speed Tracker, but if Big Drama Boys puts up a fight against NIP and wins, I don't see Speed Tracker winning the semi-finals, unfortunately. I don't know.
Still waiting for Floggett's stream here, but
still waiting for the team messages, or the team from Big Drama Boys to actually turn up. We haven't got them yet.
Looks like we have Skanta though, gonna be the one to stream from their perspective.
Yes, for NIP we have Skanta once again being the POV for you, the point of view for NIP. So we'll be passing you through to that feed once it's live. We're still just waiting on Big Drama Boys to actually turn up. There will be a time limit on this, and if they don't show up in time, they could be disqualified.
How much time do they have to get ready for this?
They have, I think, about half an hour.
I guess we're stuck for a bit then.
But they can't be... ideally, they can't be taking the piss here.
We do see Floggett though. It's in the Team 2 room getting ready, I suppose.
Absolutely. We'll just need to wait for the other two team members to show up, and then we'll pass you through to the feeds. But what do you think about this from your perspective? How close do you think this is going to be? I know you think it's going to go to overtime as well, but if it comes down to it, who do you think's got the edge?
I think NIP has the edge. I think they have the better aimers. They're just better mechanically skilled. They're just so much more playtime. They work well together. They've played for very long together as well. So I think it's going to be NIP in the end, no matter what, even if it goes into overtime. I do think Big Drama Boys can put up a fight, but it's just not enough to take down NIP, I think.
Oh, and there's Atalanta for Big Drama Boys making his way in now. We're just waiting on Elanix. Or is that Floggett? No, we're waiting on Elanix now. And I think Natsu's just going to have a quick word with them to get them up and going. We just need to confirm who is going to be streaming for Big Drama Boys. And then we'll have that feed up and running for you.
Seems like we have Skanta now live.
Yep, that feed's up and running. I can see that. And I have got the feed now for Big Drama Boys, which I will pass through to you as well, though you can probably see what was sent to me. I will need to find out who that is in just a moment. Who is that? And that'll be Atalanta, sorry. Oh, is it Candice that's also in their team? There's Atalanta, Candice, and what, Alanix?
Candace is Alonix, yeah.
Oh, Muppet, sorry. Yeah, Candace rings a bell, Alanix rings a bell. I didn't realise they were the same person. Okay. Yeah, I play this game, I swear. You know, I know the community. Yeah.
There's just so many names, you know, it's hard to keep up.
They keep re-rolling as well. If you've ever been to Jericho, you fight one person, then 5 minutes later you'll fight them again, but they'll be a completely different name. Okay, so we have both teams ready practically. We're just waiting for the Big Drama Boys feed to go live here. It will be... Oh, God, which one is it? Is it Sarcasm who's Candace? South Garden's Atalanta, right?
Yes.
And Sarcasm is Elanix/Candace. Okay, so we're just waiting on Candace to start his stream here, and once we do, we'll pass you over to the feeds.
No, it's gonna be Atalanta, not Candace, not streaming.
Atalanta.
Yeah. Atalanta's Twitch is the one. Where's your god? The one that's called that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it the wrong way around there. Professional streamer, by the way. This is definitely going to be a fun match to watch. Both teams high energy. We saw how high energy NIP was in the previous match, and that was fantastic to watch. They were very happy with that last decisive kill in the team deathmatch on German against 125 Hz.
That was a clutch play from Cozy though with the nade, being able to assist Skanta with the DMR. So that was barely that they got that W, but they did it.
Absolutely. I'm just getting confirmation from our referee Natsu once again, who is on site, looking over these matches just to make sure everything's in order and there's no foul play. I do have both potential feeds for BDB ready, but we're just waiting for them to go live. Just getting quick confirmation here to find out which one it'll be. It'll be both, okay. Just getting confirmation from Natsu once again. Just waiting on them to... It'll be Atalanta's point of view. So we'll be looking from South Garden's point of view for Team Big Drama Boys for you today, as we move into the second match of the day. And again, just waiting for Big Drama Boys feed to go live, and then we'll pass you through to both teams as they get ready for the kickoff here. Starting a little bit later than anticipated, but obviously the previous match went on for a little bit longer than expected, but was much closer than I think anyone anticipated. We have no confirmation yet. The semi-finals should be soon, once this round has concluded. I'm not entirely sure of what the date will be, but I believe the matches will the semi-finals will probably be during the week. If not, it'll be most likely this time next week on Saturday, as we get closer and closer to the finals. And it should be, well, the next 4 matches coming up after this one, well, including this one as well, so 5, are all going to be very, very entertaining to watch. I think we're going to be in for a treat. So as you know, we've got, after this match, we've got the semi-finals. From there, we have got the 3rd place position fight out between the 2 losers of the semi-finals, and then we will move on to the finals to see who will take this all. I'm just getting confirmation from Natsu that all members of BDB are now making their way into the district, turning up fashionably late. And we're just still waiting on a feed from Big Drama Boys before we go into this. It looks like one of the members from NIP has just dropped out as well. I think they're just reconnecting. So we're just waiting here for everyone to be ready. Any shout-outs you want to do, Exotics?
Use code EXO for 10% off, Xgamer.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. And if you need money, get Honey, a fantastic little extension on Chrome or other browsers as well, to get you voucher codes on various popular websites to get you that little bit extra off. Honey also provides you with discounts as well. Once you've made a few purchases through Honey and used Honey accordingly, they will give you gold that you can use for vouchers on various popular websites as well for your next purchase. So again, if you need money, get Honey. I'm actually not sponsored by them, but fuck it, it's actually really useful and I use it at work, so fuck it. You have your shout out, I have mine.
I think I've used Honey one time or a couple times, but
yeah, I use it a lot, and it's really helpful because there's been quite a few occasions where over time after I've spent a bit, Honey will go, oh yeah, here you go, here's a £50 voucher. It's like, oh shit, okay. If I got sponsored by Honey, that would be fantastic, but I don't think that's going to happen. That'd be cool.
shout out to Scroton Lotcha, Rare Woman No Cry, Desire, Anthem, Richard, hello.
This is where we need to get a camera on the audience. Kenjen, shout outs to Kenjen.
This is where we should just get a Marbles game running, to be honest.
I can't.
The perfect time.
Marbles on stream doesn't work for me, and I've spoken to the dev team for Marbles on stream for months about this. They can't work it out either. The mobile app does sign me into my account, but my main account, when I try to sign in via Steam or via their main app on the PC, it always gets stuck at loading Twitch chat and never goes through. And I spoke with their dev team, and they said that they've never seen a connection made by my account onto Marbles on Stream, even though the details are correct and the extension is linked, etc., etc. So they have no clue, and I spoke with Twitch as well. They have no clue and don't want to support it either. So it's all down to PBP to actually do anything about this, and they're completely stumped. It's a pain in the backside, really. Still waiting on a feed from Big Drama Boys here. They are running out of time.
See, we have a camera crew actually on the side next to the correspondent. Everyone's sitting with the camera.
Okay, just got confirmation that Atalanta, I'm going to have difficulty saying that name, I swear. I'm going to call him Antlander or something.
You call him Guard? South Garden?
South Garden. I'm going to stick with their names in game, I think. Okay, we have the feed up and running from South Garden, or Atalanta, if you know him better that way. So both feeds are up and ready to go. There's going to be a quick audio check just before we start, just to make sure I've got the audio levels correct. But let's pass you through to the feed of Scanter for NIP as we move over to the first round for NIP versus Big Drama Boys. I think that should be okay for them. Let's just check Atalanta.
Also need to reset the points on the top.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you for letting me know. Looks like looks like NIP's already won. Congratulations. All right. No match necessary. Everyone missed it. Sorry, we didn't get the feed.
GG easy.
Yeah. Back to lobby nerd.
Так, я начал запись. Записи точно меньше лагает, да? Ну, в принципе, тут просто дохуя типов стоит, блядь. У меня по FPS отмена.
Сильно? Денис,
Чё?
отмена серьезно?
Да не, тут просто дохуя типов, блядь, не из этого лаги. Типа я отошел, мне нормально все. Зашел бы за руку, блядь, ебать отмена.
Самое прикольное, он такой, а вы знаете, в какой район вообще?
It's a minter.
Okay, Martha, whatever you say.
Boomer. No.
It's just some demon music.
Mentally ill.
Inspect.
Inspect?
Fuck.
So, Entech.
Berserker. Frags. Entech FB dubs.
Виспером гоняет?
Денис с
Да,
интеком
нафармишь
начну.
на миссии, да. Окей.
А?
Нафармишь на миссии, блядь, не знаю.
Сука.
Бля, может попросить ГМ типа дай денег, блядь.
Напиши ему, что за человек такой.
Just a quick reminder for all the spectators watching this live rather than through the stream, who are in the district at the moment, watching the matches go through. If you could please make sure to give enough space for the competitors to spawn their vehicles at the starting area and keep the area clean for them. We all appreciate your enthusiasm and interest in the tournament today, but please make sure to give them enough space to actually spawn their vehicles and get going, because the more time we waste, the more time it takes for us to actually complete the tournament.
Здорово, бобры.
Looks like Atalanta's stream might be slightly ahead here, probably by a minute. I'm just going to have a quick word with the team captain just to make the changes here where necessary, so we can get the stream sorted properly.
Oh. Get some team kill you in the mission.
Does he not have a delay on? Or,
I don't think he has a delay on at the
Because we
moment,
get
so we're
the
just
team
going to get him
killing.
to sort that out. He is ahead.
Okay,
Team
alright.
killing before the mission. Yeah, I'll get some team killing you in the mission.
Hot eater. Let's go.
I don't think you can see it.
Oh shit. Pump it.
Either.
Ooh. Get the phone.
Doesn't have it.
Oops.
What the fuck?
Almost ready to start here. So we're just waiting for the feed for Atalanta to come back up. And then we'll be up and going.
Oh, the fee maker. Is that a
Of
fake?
course, he's got it.
Or no, it is.
Just doing some fucking. I'm scared to do the fucking shooting.
Fee maker out of here.
Screw him.
Move it. Move out.
Just a quick reminder, just waiting for Atalanta's stream to come back online. And then we should be good to go. We just need to make sure that both streams are in sync here to ensure that the gameplay is as smooth as possible for you watching at home.
Are we just attacking? Just defending? Don't know yet. Just gonna do Pantsus.
Just bear with us, we're having a few technical difficulties getting Big Drama Boys feed back online, but as soon as it's up, we'll put you straight through.
Mouse.
Whoa, 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 chill.
Jesus. I just picked up a camera.
God.
Done. First. Done.
The
Can't believe my jeweler's there, man. I'm feeling so much more confident now. The jeweler watching. Look at him, the fee maker. A converted. Sorry, Scamta, but my jeweler's a converted Siren Head believer now.
While we wait
It will
though,
be as well after this match.
Exotics, have you got any... Who do you think's going to win this tournament overall?
I'm placing my bets on NIP, and then I think second place might be God Complex, and then third will be Friday Fahrenheit, I think. That's my final conclusion so far.
Wait, so let me get this straight. Friday Fahrenheit taking it with Gold Complex second and NIP third?
No, NIP first, I said.
Oh, NIP
And then-
first, then God Complex... sorry, then Friday Fahrenheit and then God Complex third.
No, God Complex second.
God Complex second, Friday Fahrenheit third.
Yeah, that's what I
okay. So
think it's gonna be.
you think God Complex are going to win against Friday Fahrenheit?
I do think so.
Okay. Any particular reason?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. We didn't see like that much from Friday Fahrenheit in the previous match. Like it was pretty straightforward. I mean, they got to last ditch, but we didn't really get to see much from them. But we've seen God Complex just being able to really make a comeback out of anything, really. Like in the item molds, as you see, they just taking control. But in one of the missions, they lost the item mold, and Pantsus really got it. But the final mission, they pulled it off. I think they're just better overall. But again, I think it could be a close fight. But it could just be defense wins all the time with those two teams.
Hmm.
So let's have to wait and see to the semis. But
It'll be a very close match to say the least, and I think it's too close to tell.
Wait, whisper me again.
Overall, I have Friday Fahrenheit winning it, with NIP coming a close second. God Complex third, so a slight change to the
all right.
to
Do you think
the-
Friday's gonna be first, huh?
The thing is obviously I know the players from Friday Fahrenheit, and I know when we usually go up against them, you know, even I sometimes have a chance of winning, which is a crazy idea, even when solo. But what they've done in the tournament, they've stepped up their game immensely and kind of shown that, you know, they do a lot better when it matters. So it'll be interesting to see how they go up against these teams when they really actually care. But again, I'm not sure. I haven't seen them fight these other teams in a proper scenario yet, so we'll have to see when they're really, when they're really being tested. Will they be able to keep up or push through? We'll have to wait and see, obviously. But I do have them as the potential winners of this, with NIP getting a close second. Although NIP are an incredibly strong team in this competition, so it'll be very close. I think the finals, regardless who gets through, is going to be one to watch easily, and could possibly be the most entertaining match of the competition. I know we've got Big Drama Boys versus NIP as being a big one, and I'm sure it will be. But I can definitely see whoever gets through to the finals, it'll be a very interesting match to say the least.
I mean, that's what it all comes down to, and the extra pressure for the finals. So I think they're going to get their game phase on for that one.
Their nerves will be tested, and their endurance will be tested as well, as both teams by that point will have played enough matches that maybe a bit of fatigue will be setting in, and they may be just a bit mentally tired of this of the tournament by that point. So it'll be interesting to see who's still got the will and strength to really push through to the end. Well, it looks like we've got both feeds up and running. We've got Atalanta's stream back up and running here, as you can see. It'll be Heart Eater, Berserker, and Sarcasm as the names. I don't know who's who, but we'll work it out as we go along. And meanwhile, we have got Infi, Scanter, and Potsu for NIP. We're just waiting for the all-important coin toss. And NIP is getting the choice of heads or tails. And they are opting for heads. And we're about to find out who will be starting their attack first. For probably one of the most critical matches of the competition here.
Siren happened.
Damn.
thought he found the siren head up here for a second. Fuck.
NIP will be attacking first as we go into the first match here, and we're just going to wait for NIP to pick a mission of choice.
Fuck.
What do you think it's going to be? Do you reckon NIP is going to win their first attack, or are we going to just see defense wins?
I think it's gonna be defense wins. I definitely think so. I do believe Big Drama Boys can hold this. But I think NIP also has a strong attack as well. But we do see that they have 2 Vegases and 1 Koi Wolf now. No big card for this. They're gonna have full aggression and speed for this.
Typical of what we've seen so far from them as well. I think it's a little bit different from the vehicles they picked on their initial match, but we know all their strength is in how quickly they attack and how quickly they get out. And on defense, it's how quickly they can maneuver. So it'll be interesting to see if they can make this car composition work. Whereas BDB have chosen a more stock setup of 2 Vegases and a mobile home. And we got the first attack stage here of Avenge the Fallen, which is a pickup. And NIP wasting no time at all getting the item there. Pantsus with a very quick pickup there. BDB not wasting any time to defend that or try and stop them. They're just going to go straight to the next defense spot and try to hold them there. And here's the first engagement. Pantsus manages to get the kill on Sarcasm, I believe. Sarcasm does manage to pick off Scanter. So it is a trade so far. Imphy's in there looking to grab the item, maybe get a bit more time on the clock. Very close to the point now. Sometimes these early engagements will determine kind of the course of the round, depending on who's confident against who, and whether or not any jitters or nerves will pop in. Berserker manages to get a pick on Imphy, but Pantsus manages to pick up Sarcasm. We're kind of in a weird 2v2 scenario here as both teams struggle to make their way back in. But NIP not wasting any time at all here to try and get the items to a safe location before attacking the next objective, which spawned very close to where the item was. All the defenders of BDB already in, ready to hold this off. And it looks like Heart Eater's managed to find Scanter. Scanter manages to push him with an OCA and pick him off as they start making their way towards the spray point now. Sarcasm managing to pick off Imphy. Is he in position though to stop Pantsus from taking the point? That's the question. No, he is not. Pantsus manages to pick up the objective with ease as they move on to stage 4 here. A very swift attack here from NIP, already getting to stage 4. 5 minutes on the clock, 2 items to deliver. But it does look like BDB are lingering around a little bit here, just to slow NIP down a little bit, prevent them from really getting away. And it looks like NIP are starting to make their moves now, starting to make their way towards the drop-off, but it does look like BDB are going to beat them to the point here. Nice little construction area to work with some overlooking points for long range, but it is quite a close quarters area. As the defenders make their way in to take up positions, it looks like here comes NIP diving in with a with their Koi Wolf, or at least Scanter's Koi Wolf, but it looks like Pantsus is going to be flanking around, going up the ramp to the overpass. No, my mistake, he's going underneath by the looks of it to get the items close. Imphy is lingering around on the overpass there as Heart Eater spots him. But no luck there. Scanter finds Heart Eater, gets 2-on-1 by both Scanter and Imphy. Good play there. Berserker does manage to pick up Pantsus though, so it is a 2v2 scenario here. Looks like Scanter is going to try and make some sort of maneuver here with the Koi Wolf to try and get another flank. Berserker is still on top of the objective, not letting NIP drop any of the items off just yet. And it looks like we're going to get a weapon loadout swap by Scanter, swapping back to something we've seen before. He's going back to his tried and tested DMR AV as Heart Eater starts making his way back in from across the overpass here. And it looks like they've both spotted each other. There goes the Koi Wolf, and here comes Heart Eater. Scanter getting a good initial shot there by the DMR AV. He's starting to climb up to the top here, looking, trying to find Heart Eater. Heart Eater spots Pantsus there, tries to get a nade on the car. Pantsus is now pushing. Getting 2-on-1 here, and that's no good. Heart Eater is now no longer defending the objective now, and it is a 3v2 for NIP. Berserker's still in a very good point, still in a very good spot here to defend this, but Pantsus going to be looking to get an angle on him as he climbs, well, as he goes under the overpass here. And I think both Pantsus and Scanter know where Berserker is, but Berserker's very good at picking off Pantsus there as Pantsus makes a run in. Scanter's nades not finding any purchase whatsoever. Scanter looking to get another vehicle here to start making his way in from a different angle. But Heart Eater is back in with his 4x4 Vegas, dropping out quickly, finding Scanter. Terrible nade there, unfortunately. Scanter looking, trying to find a weakness in the defense of BDB. Infi getting a pick on Heart Eater. Berserker picking off Infi. Berserker doing all the work here, realistically. He's been able to hold them off quite comfortably on his own. Whereas Heart Eater and Sarcasm haven't really done too much on this stage. 1 minute 20 on the clock, though. Not a lot of time for NIP to make a move here.
We do see the car split now though from Infi. Coming into Scanter now coming with the DMR, takes down Sarcasm. This could be the play now, Hardy on the far distance, but Scanter gets shot by Berserker again. Berserker just slaying out here. We'll see. This is going to be in a 2v2 situation now. Looks like Cozy jumping down but gets taken out by Berserker as well. Now we have Infi, 1v2. Not sure if he can pull something off here, but it's a really rough spot now on the white roof. We see Sarcasm coming up, climbing up from the ladder now. They're really pushing together here now. Sarcasm pushing close, takes on Infi as well. It's gonna be 40 seconds on the clock now, but don't think NIP can pull this off now. Berserker just having that angle as well. But Cozy takes down Berserker now. This is where it gets interesting. Sarcasm on the close on the corner, gets the nade out. Sarcasm pushing close now. Takes down Skanta. All up to Cozy now. Cozy on the corner of the point. We got Atalanta now though, up on the fuck. We'll see. Atalanta jumping down here now. Sarcasm on the corner still. 5 seconds on the clock, but I don't think they can pull something off this. But it looks like they takes down Sarcasm and Hardy. Gets the stage, goes up to 3 checkpoint hold now.
Fantastic play there by NIP. Infi managing to get in at the very last second to pick off Heart Eater on the corner. Pantsus managing to finally make a big push there with his teammate Infi. And finally managing to lock this down. Very, very close though, down to the last second. But here we are, first mission, and NIP have made it to the last stage. 3 objective hold, my mistake. And this is going to be a very close one.
I think that was the epinephrine as well coming in for clutch from Infi.
Yeah,
with the flank.
We've definitely seen that a lot from all the players opting to go for epinephrine. With its recent change, only taking 25% of your existing health off to get you that all-important speed boost has made epinephrine a top pick of a consumable, now that a lot of other changes to consumables have happened. Got a bit of a fight here between Heart Eater and Infi, but Infi manages to back out of that. NIP have the initial lead here of 2 points to 1. As Berserker manages to pick off Scanter. My mistake, sorry. It looks like NIP are actually on the back foot here, as BDB managed to get all 3 objective locations under their name.
We're gonna see a weapon swap from Skanta now, going over to the Oscar instead. Don't think that DMR is gonna do anything, that's a very good choice.
I'm surprised he didn't swap to it sooner, as soon as the round started, but it's good that he got to it early, although Big Drama Boys have a considerable lead on the points here.
Нет. У меня инфа.
They're almost halfway there. Still plenty of time on the clock for NIP to do something, but they're going to have to think of something. Big Drama Boys have shown up very strong here. Pantsus getting a pick on Sarcasm. Heart Eater in trouble. Pantsus manages to get the pick on Heart Eater. Scanter is now in prime position to cover. But they might be too far behind to win by 2 points to 1 here. They might need to go for all 3. And we know Berserker's lingering somewhere between I and G, just waiting to pounce. And we know how good Berserker is with the N-Tech, is showing already has been phenomenal. Heart Eater's back in though, using the cast bomber to his advantage. Looks like both Pantsus... Oh, Pantsus gets taken out by Berserker, who's again lingering somewhere, just holding an angle. Scanter's going to be in trouble here, he's stuck in a 2v1. Imphy having a little fight with Heart Eater. And Heart Eater in trouble here, but Berserker's coming to help. Imphy manages to get the pick on Berserker.
And with the NFA 9 actually, that's a very interesting secondary to see. Hardy now taking down Infy, pushing closer up to I now. We have Sarcasm sitting on the roof, but he only has a Whisper up there. Not sure if he can help Hardy here that much, but nade comes out, takes down Skanta, solid nade there.
Ooh, fantastic nade there by Heart Eater. Big Drama Boys really putting a showing on today.
I think BDB is going to go for H-point as well. They're going to want to try and cap all 3 points now. They have such a huge point lead.
They have a very commanding lead here, and it looks like they might get this. They've almost got it.
Мне не нравится играть мужики.
It's only a matter of seconds now before they win. So this is all NIP has to cap the points now quickly, but
I don't think they can do it. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's too close, and I don't think NIP are even going to bother. And that is it. Any second now. That is it. First round. Again, a defense. But first round goes to Big Drama Boys, quite convincingly as well. They almost had NIP at one of the earlier stages, but that was a phenomenal play there from Berserker, and I think that's something NIP is going to have to worry about.
Definitely the star player there during that mission. Pulling off all those frags, getting those small little picks here and there, just holding the corners, like really putting BDB in a good position. I'm surprised we didn't see a scout for the graffiti point out on the school roof. They didn't have any long range for that. They only had N-Tex, which is like kind of poking distance on that range, but it seems like they're sticking to the 2 N-Tex and the Whisper.
Teleported in the region.
Same. I think he GM'd it there.
Very impressive showing there from Big Drama Boys. We already know what NIP is capable of, but Big Drama Boys really putting NIP in their place. Now, we know NIP are a little bit slow to start, and they may have underestimated Big Drama Boys' capability here, so we'll have to see if that will come through, and if they are going to start upping the tempo here a little bit.
I could switch.
Yeah.
Who are you playing?
I have
then?
guns.
Okay, fuck.
But I switch based on spot all the time.
Yeah.
But just based on their team chat alone, they seem to be more focused and concerned than they were against 125, so this is going to be interesting. Bit of a showboating there from Heart Eater.
Not sure if that was a little bit of BM or what that is, but
It's taking so
we'll
long.
let that slide aside.
One mission and go AFK.
The mental.
Do you think they were calling for a 5-minute break if I was correct?
Not sure. Kind of interesting that they're deciding to slow play this though.
Heat back.
A lot less confidence and enthusiasm from NIP at the start of this, where they were kind of joking about in their first match. They seem a lot more serious this time round.
Just,
Oh, never mind. Spoke too
we
soon.
don't have anyone who likes playing Insect, by the way.
I can play anti if you want. I'm playing Obea though.
Okay, yeah, that's same shit.
Blind Justice.
Just play more aggro though.
Yeah.
No fear.
That was partially my fault, that first stage that we almost lost though. It's taking way too much time.
We have 10 times their aim, mechanical skill, and intelligence.
And here we go. Blind Justice
IRL.
for
That's only me.
Every
Blind Justice for
Oh no.
Big
The
Drama
Nekos.
Boys here as we move on to the next mission for round 2. Blind Justice ending in a 3-point graffiti spray point hold, and they have 2 targets to vandalize off the get-go here.
It's not even worth setting up for this, is it? Should we just...
Both targets look
Circus
to
on.
be in a CQC area, but it is only to break cameras, so NIP have to make the decision here whether or not they want to defend this or if they just go to the next objective. Infi swapping to a bear rifle.
Circus stuck in the street.
Infi getting the
dead.
initial pick there, and Scanter getting picked off by a very good grenade there from Berserker. Once again, Berserker's showing incredible today.
Should we just go next, or... Can you hold it
Yeah,
as Zoo
Probably
and
not.
yeah.
I mean, I got it for now, but not worth holding, I guess.
Maybe you should just do it and we can beat them to the next point.
Alright, sure. Goes your raiding car.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Dark on
Here we
the
go,
inside,
graffiti
section.
points.
Alright.
Probably way more defendable than just vandalism objectives.
Bonus already
It's gonna be in the
inside,
same area
by
though.
the way.
NIP opting to do the objective for Big Drama Boys there, but
Here we go,
I
Skanta
was already
assisting
getting out.
Kopotsu now.
Yeah, whatever.
Infi taking out Hardy as well, only Berserker left. But we do know he's really scary with the N-Tech inside there now.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try and drive east, maybe block their spawn.
We do have the car spawner, but seems like Skanta's gonna block it off.
good
Oh,
play
the
there.
enemies inside the cubby.
Berserker is lingering around. They have already gotten
Two
one of
spawn
the
on the car, two
objectives,
spawn on the car, two spawn.
and they didn't block the car spawner in time.
He's pushing me.
Big Drama Boys are close.
50.
Berserker manages to take out
Shoot
Infi.
inside the maybe.
Potsu and Infi taking out Berserker there. Scanter has spotted Heart Eater, who
He's,
is just
first alley.
lingering
Oh, he's
around.
you.
I'm spawning car.
Sarcasm already inside, looking to
You're
make
gonna spawn this side as well.
a
Wait,
push.
come on,
Good
speed.
counterplay there by Potsu and Scanter, soloing him out. Heart Eater the last one in.
He's both left. I mean,
Heart Eater has spotted a couple of the teammates of NIP, but is not able to do too much
Attacking
here.
50. Attacking 50.
I'm nading. Run back.
he's gonna go on my right.
Heart Eater staying alive. Barely, but he is managing to stay alive. Infi getting 1 or 2 shots on, not able to. Heart Eater is
One outside
still
with me,
alive through all of
close
this. And there he goes finally. Berserker now making a push.
I'm gonna resupply here.
2-on-1 against Scanter here.
Two on me outside. Last two.
Yeah, I'm going for X as well.
You could go north, Atalanta, or plug it, sorry.
Или как?
Ну давай.
Moving over to Big Drum Boys comms here as we watch their attack here. Scanta trying to hold off the last two from BDB. As Berserker makes a long flank here, Heart Eater making his way through.
Скант прям в точке.
Убил. Инфи снизу.
Berserker manages to get a pick on Pantsus. Berserker is now in from behind. I don't know if NIP know this yet. They do manage to get a pick. Scanta manages to get Heart Eater. Heart Eater does manage to get Infeet. Scanta is on his own. And that's Big Drummer Boys pushing their way through. Forcibly brute forcing their way through the defences of NIP. Getting the next graffiti spot. It's now another easy stage for them. And they can get to the last stage very quickly here. As it is 2 more vandalised targets for cameras. And I don't think NIP are going to bother defending this either. Which means they're going to risk going to a last stage again.
Хорош.
Перезвонишь, так сказать.
Просто ставьте себе машину и...
Doesn't seem like they want to destroy these cameras though. I do believe the last stage as well spawns in this area as well of the vandalisms, so
Я тачу.
NIP could have had an advantage there, but did not decide to go for that.
Блядь,
We see that BDB is spreading around northeast
я тоже всё.
and the west side. Skanta now spots Berserker. Berserker has the position though, but takes down Skanta now.
Инфи, 3 пули. Ломаю антенну.
And there we have it. Hardy takes on Infi as well. Last man standing is Pantsus. We see Hardy is already on the eye objective now. Pantsus just doing some card gameplay around the objectives, but not able to pick off anybody.
Я вверх пошел за него.
Давай. Но он там уже у тебя будет.
Да.
Просто пробуй. Вышел. Пулю только, справа.
Убил.
Хорош. Ебать, он даун ебаный, блин, мама его ебал.
У меня инфи есть.
Do have the nade coming out now from Hardy to Skanta, but misses the nade. Gets actually on the Fresno. It's burning now, but 1v1 FPW fight.
Я не вижу здесь, у меня багом, блин.
But Hardy takes down him, takes him down. Sarkazm takes on Pantsus as well. It's all up to Infi now to hold these 2 objectives.
Нет.
Try and stop them from having 3 objectives now. But it seems like Infi's on eye, doing it already. Has the point. Hardy is now pushing up close, holding the corner. It's all up to Infi now.
Я тут через двери пойду.
Not doing much now, just holding the corner briefly, but
Соло, соло.
throws a nade, but
Нет тут никого.
does not get anything out of
Я
that.
не знаю, тут типа...
We do see that NIP is now coming towards the 2 other objectives.
Он к вам уехал.
Он... иди сюда,
Atlanta is
просто
just
будем держать,
lingering
чтобы-
around the point here, trying to get a little pick of Infi, but doesn't spot him anywhere.
Я не видел.
Did see a red name though in the street here. I'm not sure who that was, but
Попал по нему, наверное, не знаю. Не, блядь.
Он мне ТТК дал.
Pantsus takes some sarcasm now. Pantsus, Skanta coming in for Berserker now, but we have Hardy on the eye objective. Infi going up to the roof, doing H now already. We're gonna see a weapons drop from Skanta as well, going over to the scout instead of the Obey rifle.
Да. Тало, уходи на этот балкон. Бля, я...
Interesting choice there. I thought he would have stuck with the Obeah rifle. That seems to have been more successful for him.
Если мы это...
Well,
Maybe
like Kemp to say, CR762.
Не умирайте, сейчас не умирайте.
Scanta catching Berserker spawn here.
Блять, просто
Денис, в
вверх.
дверях.
Not able to
Does
do
get a
much
tag
though.
in.
Я умер, меня сдавили,
Pantsus
блядь.
takes him down with the car actually.
Скаут сделал.
Get rammed into a bin there.
Пойди машинка,
Вот на дороге
А
долетает.
сканта где? Сканта где?
Uh,
Сканта стоит тут, бежит.
NIP still not taking an objective here.
А инфи в дверях. У меня
They've
просто
got
есть.
2 of them next to them, but they're not opting to go for them. Infi's got a bit of trouble here. Pantsus looking for Heart Eater.
На меня агрится.
Sarcasm coming in for the assist now. Sarcasm pushing close. Might get Infi, but Infi taken down with the NFA 9.
Не дал, он 50.
Hardy is still 85 here, but not able to get Infi out.
Машин взрывает. Они оба
Heart
там
Eater's
есть.
doing very well to survive. But again, NIP still haven't taken an objective here.
Засана.
Артем, я перебежал дальше.
Он 70.
Тут это он врубил, наверное, да?
Да. Он съебался куда-то.
Gonna see NIP in the lead now though with 20 points. Berserker pushing up to Skanta. Skanta 45 out, but does not get Berserker down. Infi coming out to assist him.
Полю дал
Gets the
только.
kill on Berserker, I believe.
Вот стоит справа.
It's gonna be in a 2v2 situation now.
My mistake, due to the lighting, I couldn't tell from Scanta's POV that they had the objectives, but it looks like NIP is going to grab the 3rd point as well, making a statement here, trying to show that they're not going to be walked over so easily. Infi getting the pick, as you said, on Berserker, but here comes Sarcasm and Heart Eater pushing for those two objectives, objectives G and H. Heart Eater trying to jump on H as soon as possible, not opting for it, and is getting flanked here by Pantsus. Heart Eater now getting flanked again by Scanter. He's got no options left, not really many angles to hold here. Here comes an aid from Pantsus. Possibly Infi gets another NFA 9 kill on Sarcasm. Berserker picks up the kill on Infi. It's a very good nade there by Pantsus. And Pantsus gets the kill on Heart Eater, allowing Scanter to make his way in. Berserker getting some good hits on Pantsus, but not getting the kill. They do manage to get one of the points, but they're being very careful here, and Scanter is making sure to block that car spawner. But will he block it for long enough, though? He does. Heart Eater does not get the spawn he wants there, but he does get quite close. Quite a close spawn, though.
Heart Eater spots Infi on the spawn, takes him down. Gonna leave them in a 3v2 situation now. Berserker still holding that one objective they have, trying to just hold it as long as he can. We see that Sarcasm is going for the other objective as well, far away, gets that point as well.
And Sarcasm manages to take out Scanter there.
It's all up to Pantsus here now. Not sure where he's holding though. Is he on the roof though?
No, Pantsus is recapping objective I. But it looks like we have a bit of a swap here. It looks like they've traded. Pantsus has opted to go for I there just to get points on the scoreboard, while BDB manages to take the 2 points close to each other, both H and G. And it looks like now Scanter is trying to find a way in as Infi gets spotted by Heart Eater, as Infi starts to make a flank. But here comes Scanter. Scanter's got the angle here. Scanter manages to tag Heart Eater. Heart Eater's in trouble, but we know Heart Eater's very good at surviving these and manages to survive on 85 for a lot of the time. Scanter immediately jumping on objective G, not waiting, not trying to find where the other points are, and gets punished for it as Berserker comes around the corner, holding a very good angle there. Infi losing out the fight to Heart Eater as Heart Eater again barely survives on 85. It's a complete wipe by BDB on NIP. And it looks like they're going to go and grab the third objective now to really start getting those points back on the scoreboard and take the lead here. NIP did very well initially, got a good lead, but that lead could dissipate very quickly if they can't find a way in. Looks like Big Drama Boys are much better suited at holding this area than NIP. And it looks like Heart Eater has spotted two spawns, both to the name of Infi and Scanter. They don't manage to get the kill though, but they know they're there, so this is going to be problematic for NIP as Heart Eater repositions. Berserker's on the corner, ready to take them out. Nades coming in from both sides here as Scanter gets a nade ready to push. Scanter doesn't manage to get that shot on Heart Eater. Heart Eater runs away, Berserker dies. And it's a big three-man NIP push here as they both push for H and G. Great nades coming in from Pantsus. Again, Heart Eater on 85. Sarcasm getting a great nade on Infi from somewhere. From behind, actually. The team re-coordinates there. Heart Eater getting tagged. Once again, he's on 85. Pantsus right underneath him. And they do manage to get one of the objectives here, so they have got points on the scoreboard, but they are losing now. Heart Eater is in a tricky spot here. Finally, Pantsus gets the kill on Heart Eater. Berserker is now back in from the southwest side as Scanter is under pressure from him as they make a push from the southwest. Infi is now coming in to support as they now start to get objective H. It is very close on the points, and I still think if NIP hold these two, they can win it here. Infi getting a fantastic kill there on Berserker with the NFA 9. Pantsus picking up Sarcasm. I do apologise, I'm having an issue with OBS on my end. We'll get the feeds back up in just a moment. Bear with me 1 second here. Bear with me 1 moment here. Apologies for the loss of feed there. Something has happened to my OBS. Bear with me 1 moment. It is very, very close though, as BDB start making a big push in. Scanter managing to hold, but he's losing out to a two-man fight here. Berserker still putting pressure on. Infi managing to almost kill Heart-Eater, but to no avail.
Пози для пули.
Да я ебал.
Does trade though with Pantsus with the nade. Now
Push.
Heart-Eater gets taken down by Pantsus. Pantsus pushing up really aggressive here with the OCA. We see that NIP has the 2-point hold. Pantsus taking out the entire team here actually, just taking them all on back.
Наша миссия, ну ладно.
Will we see NIP go for high point? I don't think so, as they're just gonna win with the points actually. It's so close with the points as well. They're both on 360 points about. Heart-Eater spots Skanta now. Skanta spots Heart-Eater and Berserk on his side. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. It's gonna be an NIP win here. And there
As
we have it,
close it
NIP.
off, NIP managed to hold the defense and managed to prove that they can win on a 3-point hold. Very closely fought, and NIP are going to be happy with that, but they're going to need to keep that up. Are they going to be able to keep that up? That's the question. Again, apologies for the...
Pantsus coming out there with the OCA, taking out the entire team. Taking his teammates on his back there.
Apologies for the drop of feed there. We're getting the feeds back up right now as we speak. My OBS is doing some very peculiar things.
I think you're good to go now. It seems like it's good.
And we're back. Sorry for the interruption there.
Ну, так я потом залез на балкон, потому что я не мог, потому что у меня Кози был из канта там со скаутом.
Но они меня развернули, шибили. Ну, тебе надо было просто, я имею в виду, перебегать дорогу, понял, другой балкон занимать, это дальний. Ты как раз, ну,
Oh no, it's crashed again. Oh no,
ну ладно,
we're fine.
все нормально. My bad, я хуёво играю реально.
Забей, бог.
There we have it. Both mission going to last stages.
Very scary.
No one
Both,
winning on defense.
well, no, both teams winning on defense on the last stage, but neither team able to hold defenses. Both teams able to keep that momentum on the attack and really push through, not allowing either team to set up.
Что, месяц запустили?
Admittedly,
Нет, нет.
BDB did pick a mission that was very easy to attack. 2 stages where they just had to destroy cameras and in very easy positions. Whereas NIP, again, had a pretty easy stage, nothing too taxing. So, NIP to attack for round 3. Mission 3 here. And this is where it's going to matter. We're going to have to find out whether or not NIP can actually win an attack, and likewise, can BDB win an attack here? Because I think that's going to be the deciding factor between these two teams. Both teams pretty much equal here. Both on attack and defense, especially on last stage. It can go either way. And here we go. Always use protection. A pickup, followed by a pickup, followed by a pickup, followed by a pickup, followed by a drop-off. A very easy mission here for NIP to attack. And they get additional minutes every time they pick up an item here. So if NIP are quick, they'll have all the time in the world for the drop-off. After that, they have a 7-minute raid point. But they do need to drop off the vehicle, so that could be something that Big Drama Boys capitalise on here. And Prime might bring out anti-vehicle weapons to hold this. Most likely not, but always an option. Looks like Pantsus is already trying to get the next objective. They have 5 minutes on the clock, but again, they're not going to get a full time reset. They'll only get time added to whatever they have left. Sarcasm getting picked off there by Scanter. Pantsus picking off Heart-Eater. Berserker the last one in. We know how good Berserker is in these situations. Will he be able to pull it off for BDB? Looks like he's opting to back off here as NIP start closing in and encircling him. But they opt to get the item, get that 2 extra minutes on the timer, and they've now got 6 minutes on the clock to pick up another item. Looks like they're already making their way out there, but Heart-Eater and Sarcasm are already on the overpass, waiting. On the highway, sorry, waiting. Scanter getting a good pick there. Not able to find the second hit and gets run over by Sarcasm. Berserker inside now in the car park, going to overlook the objective location as well. And most importantly and critically, NIP have lost their car or their vehicle on the highway in a bad spot. This could be something that Big Drama Boys could utilise and might be able to win the mission from this. But here we go, here comes NIP. Making a big push for the overpass. Sarcasm dives into a car. Both players tagged as they both jump into their cars. Heart Eater isn't going anywhere. Sarcasm dives in, runs over Infi. Scanter's now on his own, but Heart Eater has dropped down from the overpass, so it could be a 1v1 scenario if Berserker loses the item. But it doesn't matter. Pantsus has snuck in, grabbed the item, got the additional 2 minutes on the clock. Pantsus manages to pick off Heart Eater, and Scanter is already on his way to pick up the next item, but is being held down by Sarcasm, who is landing some very good shots here.
Там на той точке, нет?
Да, там есть типы.
У меня скан. Я его контролю.
Good nade there from Scanter, who picks off Sarcasm. Scanter only needs to pick up the item now to get 2 additional minutes on the clock. But no, for always use protection, the timer has been reduced to 5 minutes for the delivery. So this is going to be a bit tricky for NIP. They're going to have to deliver the vehicle and the items, and it isn't an immediate drop-off. What a fantastic nade by Scanter. Perfectly landed and thrown. Perfect calculation nade there. And plenty of time for NIP to pick up that all-important vehicle and start making their way towards the drop-off.
Я не знаю, взорвал ее, но не починят, походу. Не взорвал, у меня пролагало нахуй.
Машина.
А потом что у них делать что-то или как?
Рейд.
Not sure what BDB can do. I don't think they can stop this. I'm not sure if there's an instant drop, but I do think it is. So we'll see if Pantsus can drive past here now. Heart Eater trying to grief the bank truck, but not able to do anything towards it. Infi just shooting the car.
You guys need to come down though.
Pantsus is going to jump off the highway now. The entire BDB team behind him.
Okay.
It looks like bank truck is flipping around a little bit, but it's able to drive off. But
Go out and shoot them,
Skanta now trying to assist them as much as possible. Gets Berserker down. Pantsus still able to drive, but Heart Eater not able to drive around the corner now. Pantsus is going to be able to deliver this bank truck now. Skanta takes down Sarcasm as well. It's all up to Heart Eater, but can't do anything against this. And it's going to be stage 6. It's going to be a raid objective.
I'm just aim and stream.
They do have 7 minutes for this. They have plenty of time for this as well. Looks like they're gonna reorganize in the gas station to get all their cars, move out. Pantsus already on the move, 100 meters off the objectives.
You can keep your scout, but
Do you see that Berserker, I think, is already on the objective? Yeah, that's Berserker there. Already inside.
I'm gonna get a. Maybe help me, Cozy.
maybe go frags.
I will help you with something. He's not gonna.
We're good.
Infi now pushing really aggressive on Sarcasm. Heart Eater right behind to assist him though. Infi in a rough spot now. Pantsus coming behind now.
I'm going further away.
But it's taken out by Sarcasm. And Infi takes down Heart Eater. Sarcasm in a 1v1 now against Infi. Infi with the NFA now.
And I actually missed
Takes
the
him down
shots.
as well.
So fucking
so far behind.
We're really seeing this NFA gameplay coming out now, and it's actually working out.
Is he on you?
No, I wasn't.
I'm not sure if they spot Berserker yet, but they're in a 2v1 right now, but
Yeah,
teams are going to come in now soon.
Check my own cars.
Epinephrine's going off.
Berserker just lurking around here, but will Scanter notice the push that Heart Eater's making from the corner here? Will Scanter see it, or will he miss it? Scanter's missed it! Heart Eater's running right up on top of him.
Sarcasm went west.
Close to me, right,
very close. Infi manages to pick up the kill. Berserker.
Sarcasm's west.
Nice.
And NFA
Wow.
coming out
I
again.
went to say aim, bro. It's worse than mine right now. Holy
Infi has woken up in this match.
Where was he with?
Berserker maybe not as big of a threat as
We're all stacked on top of each
NIP.
other.
I'm checking for info.
West side. Yeah, just spread out.
Well, not as big of a threat as initially thought, as NIP is starting to pick this up.
I'm going with you.
Maybe BDB is starting to feel the pressure. NIP are a very good team, and when they start waking up and putting the effort in, they can turn things around.
There's nothing out there.
Here we go, weapon swap coming out from Atalanta now.
I'm gonna go
Going over to the OC instead of the Entech.
Below me.
Two driving in cars, southwest.
Which is
I'm
really
trying to sarcasm to you,
close to a
Wait.
Scanter, but does not
No, I didn't.
get him though. But
He's regular.
There's two outside E.
Berserker driving around to the north. We see that they're going from 3 different angles now. Car spawner goes out.
One in the hallway with vending
Heart Eater
machine,
can
I
get
think.
Scanter here,
Yeah,
but
he is
pushing
on
in. But
that.
Pantsus takes on Sarcasm, and Heart Eater gets flanked, and
85,
Infi takes him down.
Okay.
It's all up to Berserker now, but I don't think he can push anywhere here now.
I'm gonna build their car. I'm
He
blowing their car.
lingers around the north side,
They
but
might spawn on the cars.
I'm blocking.
car spawner coming out on the west side as
Blocking
well.
northeast one. There's still one more.
Okay, they also have a cars on the west.
Is it blocked?
Two
Pantsus
spawn.
spots
One
both
down.
enemies,
Yeah,
spawning in the
I'm
car
waiting.
now.
He's crossing the street. He's gonna be on your right. On your right.
And Infi tagging out Part Eater.
Hit
Infi
him
pushing
once,
up
only.
kind of aggressive here, but
I'm coming,
does
I'm
not get the finish off.
One more.
I'm
Sarcasm.
nading for you. I'm nading the.
Skanta comes in with the nade, Sarcasm, and Hardy now in a really rough spot. Berserker trying to
Okay,
flank
he's
Skanta now, but also nades
Getting my
Berserker
nades
from
back.
far away. Infi gets taken out by Hardy now.
Halfway to 85.
2v2
Two on that
situation.
side, I
I
think.
think if you stay up there,
Oh,
you're probably
BDB
Two
pushing
pushing
his
him out,
alleyway
two pushing him
now.
on that side.
Both
Do it.
OCA. Skanta with the long range now though, but
West.
don't seem to
one
be able
out
to
southwest.
do
You're
anything here.
outside southwest. We need to
Even
block
with the
that.
pick, but
I'm spawning fast. I'm spawning.
Okay, okay.
We're not gone, so I can't make this. I think he's
I'm
going
already-
southeast, dude. I think he's going left.
Yeah, yeah,
see
yeah.
that
He is.
Potts
He
is
is.
holding the
100%.
small little
Southeast.
ledge on the roof there as well.
There's nothing here.
Harder
You
now
should,
coming right
look
below
left when you come
Potts
in
now.
if
I'm
you-
not sure if
so
Potts
he's
is going to
outside
spot
there.
him because he's running right underneath the roof, but he's right underneath it, and Potts spots him, takes him down as well.
Next.
He's crossing,
it's
crossing.
Potts.
Sarcasm
Sarcasm.
left,
Yeah,
left, left,
I think
left.
we
And Berserker.
Two on me. I'm nading them. One on vending machine. Vending
Out the
machine and one
spots.
going out.
Sarcasm tries to
Vending
come with that
machine,
with the
middle,
nade now.
middle. Middle of the vending. He's
Does
stuck
not
there.
get that.
He got out. He got out.
Nice.
And
got one
Infi
there.
throws
Oh,
another
see,
nade,
one
gets
more there,
Berserker
one more.
down, but
Yeah,
not sure if
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm was on the same side. We'll see if we can see him here now, but
Yeah.
Infi now in a 1v1 situation. Infi takes Sarcasm down as well. Infi's just going
Oh,
off
behind
right
me,
now.
behind me.
Doesn't matter what gun he's using. Oscar, NFA, nades, anything worked for him right now. And Skanta gets this quick scope there.
Shit, man.
Solid shot there coming out.
Fantastic shot.
Man, I'm
Looks
cool
like BDB are all opting to spawn from the north side and
think
make a
we're good
big
if you'll
push
make it
there.
back
Berserker
before
just waiting.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
waiting to
that's
push
the
in
idea.
here.
He's spawned west. They're probably gonna be like northeast or south or something.
They're
Push southeast, Infi.
northeast,
Southeast.
northeast. They're in cars. Heart breaker, either in car, and the rest other guys walking across.
Yeah.
Could be close to you already.
Might
Could
be
be
a
close to you
bad-
already. He's
Might be a bad call here. I don't think they realise
On me, on me,
Berserker's
on
so
me,
close.
on me.
Scanter spotted it.
nading too.
2-2. One vending machine, one pushing up from.
Right behind the wall, Henry.
2
85,
pushing.
85. Come from Coasty.
One more. Nice, good fucking shit,
Nice,
man.
nice, nice, nice.
Noobs, man. These guys
Sorry, sorry,
fucking
sorry.
suck ass.
Well, then again, we're gonna see BDB gets taken out completely. Full team wipe. There's only 2 minutes on the
Probably
clock
northeast
now.
Park, I think.
NIP really pushing through here, taking it up a notch and
I'll get it. I'll
showing
drive
that
around
they
and
can
look for
do
this
it.
one.
But
Yeah, I'm looking.
we're going to have to find out if BDB have anything left in them. Looks like they're going to be roaming now. Scanter roaming around, looking for the spawns. Can't spot them.
I see no one park.
He might be out of position if he's unlucky.
One
Because
crossing
here,
in front of the contact north.
because
Like
here
from
comes
City Hall.
Heart Eater.
Yeah, two south and one north.
On the street or what? On the
Yeah.
street? I'm nading higher.
Блять, Потсу близко.
Потсу найд дал.
Я ебал.
And Skanta now in a really rough spot now. Hardy right behind him gets the kill. Assists Sarcasm on that kill now. Infi with the NFA again on Berserker.
У меня
Hardy
есть
gets
пять.
naded fully here. Potsu takes down Sarcasm with the
Я
OCA.
понимаю, вообще мы, блядь.
It's all down to Hardy now. 1 minute on the clock. He spots Potsu over the wall, but can he get the killer now? Field Supply comes out, but Potsu takes him down either way with the
Oh.
45.
Мы не можем пожить просто.
Unbelievable from Potsu there. He should have been. He was dead to rights there to Heart Eater, and Heart Eater just couldn't make it happen. Scanter making his way back in now
А тут Потс пробегал.
as
Сканта на
my
монет, Сканта на монет.
OBS crashes again on cue.
We have about 40 seconds on the clock now. Skanta coming inside again.
Ну, не
40
хочу,
seconds
блядь.
left.
Я хуй знает.
Can be the SM. Do this now, but
Подождите меня немного.
Потсу слева близко.
spots Potsu. Berserker coming behind now. Potsu in a really rough spot now, but Potsu takes out Berserker either way.
Что такое?
2v3 now for BDB.
Навесил, па. Он съебал там сзади.
Infi now on the spot with the NFA, but doesn't take Heart Eater down. Heart Eater now 1v2 situation, 10 seconds, 2 objectives. There's no way the BDB can pull this off.
О, блядь, я снова две точки.
And here we have it. NIP is going to win this stage. Nothing BDB could do here. Hardy was left alone with 2 objectives.
And just like that, NIP win their first attack mission.
Бля, не могу играть. Дайте
That's true,
денег,
actually. But we
блядь.
see that the attackers won now.
Нахуй.
I think that's the first one of the day, actually.
It is indeed, and
Блядь, ну почему все так, блядь, не везёт, нахуй?
actually,
У них денег.
Or
no,
did we have God Complex win one of the attackers? I think maybe.
they had to. If they won 4-2, so yeah, they had to win an attack stage.
Okay, yeah.
So no, but it is very well played there by NIP, managing to pull through when it matters, and subsequently getting that attack win. Now, have they got the momentum on their side? Are BDB starting to feel the pressure a little bit? Will BDB remain
Еще бомбу сейчас сыграем, там у нас времени будет больше.
confident, and will they remain calm through this, even though they have lost an attack stage now, albeit an attack swap? Now that they've lost one defense, what will BDB do to answer this step up of game from NIP? But again, NIP showing once again that when it comes down to it, they can definitely step it up a gear.
Ебаный виспер, как же он мне игру руинит, это просто пизда вообще.
Этот виспер заебал.
Они готовы, они говорят.
Плюсу, блядь. Я сразу не... А, мне на 200-ую даже не хватает, блядь. Понял.
And so now NIP may have it a little bit easier, possibly, as BDB are on the attack, although most likely they'll pick the same mission again, since it's a very easy attack mission for them to get to the last stage. But then it'll be down to whether or not NIP can win that all-important last stage. 3-point objective hold. Or 3 spray objective hold. Apologies.
А что должно стоять у нас? Что у нас за атака вообще?
Короче, красный поставить 3 бомбы.
А что за атака?
Ну, типа точки красить в конце бомбы. 4 этапа.
Блять, ебать точка. 500 метров, да?
Продай до магазу связного.
And here we go. Here's the next attack stage. It is Spray Me Up Buttercup for BDB, which is actually a bomb defusal stage at the end. An interesting choice. We haven't seen that yet. So we'll have to see how both teams handle here. Bit of car gameplay going on here as both teams meet each other. Potsu looking to try and get the kill on Heart Eater, and does so. Good use of epinephrine to close the distance quickly to not let Heart Eater settle. Sarcasm gets the kill on... Oh no, sorry, Scanter gets the car kill on Sarcasm. Berserker kills Infi. Potsu picks up Berserker. It's a team wipe for NIP on BDB.
Они вроде как, я не знаю, они вроде это не видно, там закрыто был.
Okay.
It's spawning on Nekos.
Maybe we yeah, you're right.
Take my car and feed.
Which one's better?
Probably B, honestly, but I can hide.
I already took northwest. Come from highway. Come from highway. Yeah, I am.
Looks like we're gonna have Berserker now going for the B objective and Sarcasm going in for the A objective. Hottier is just gonna lurk around a little bit, try to get a picks here and there, but see what he can get off here. On the highway now, spots Skanta, helps out Sarcasm with that, gets the kill on Skanta now. May be able to sneak that A objective, and it seems like Berserker's doing B, and he actually got the B objective. And Sarcasm doing this other objective as well, but where is NIP at this point? They're just getting both points for free, even though Berserker dies for it, but it's still worth it to get to the next stage either way. Do not see NIP on the side at all. Infi far away, coming in for the C objective now though. Spots Sarcasm. Don't think Sarcasm can do anything with this. He's in his car now though, but seems like a little bit of car gameplay goes off here. Infi drives away.
They're all on C. He's doing C right now.
Not gonna see much come out of this now though, but he seems like he's defending it slightly, but he gets the objective actually. There's only gonna be the D objective inside the alley again, from the previous spots that we've seen. Tags up the car a little bit. Should be on fire any minute now.
If you spawn your car north, you have a ammo resupply in it, right? You can stay on the street and run.
I'm getting pushed, getting pushed.
Here we have it, BDB spreading out for this position now, but
50, 60.
Sarcasm takes on Infi. Potsu trades the kill for Sarcasm.
I'm resupplying. Just stay in Roman.
here we have it. Hard Eater close to Skanta now. Streamer moment. Hard Eater takes on Skanta, all up to Pantsus now inside the fence, next to D point. Berserker on the flank as well. Hard Eater coming from the inside. Berserker takes on Pantsus as well. That's gonna be the D objective for BDB. And that should be stage 3 already. There's gonna be 3 objectives, and I believe that's 7 minutes for all 3 objectives for the next stage.
Absolutely, and it is an aggressive approach here from BDB on this stage, and they are not deterred at all by the last 2 losses in a row. Very comfortable to bring this back, and bring it back with force they are doing, so it looks like we'll see a last stage here. That being said, this is a fantastic spot for Infi to hold with a scout, so we'll have to wait and see what both teams decide to do here.
Hard Eater southwest, wait here.
I see him. I'm nading him if he climbs up the ladder.
We see that Hard Eater gets tagged by Skanta now. They spotted him. They know he's down underneath here, but Skanta is looking for that little shot there, but does not get it. Berserker takes on Pantsus now. Hard Eater is trying to push up to take advantage of the spot now. Skanta takes on Berserker now, trades the kill for Pantsus. Skanta just holding this balcony. He knows that Hard Eater is around him, but does not know exactly what his position is. Sarcasm next to the other objective, doing the third one.
Yeah, on me.
Infi lingering around as well, trying to help Skanta take down Hard Eater here.
Sarcasm is close though.
Infi gets out, 1v1 situation comes out, and Infi takes down Hard Eater here.
Nice. Good, guys. I'm going
Solid card gameplay there from Infi.
Yeah, he's doing E. I might be able to get him off, actually.
Skanta's just gonna climb back up, get the position, hold E point. Sarcasm actually gets both points. That's great from BDB. Already getting 2 objectives done, and it's almost 6 minutes on the clock still.
Can I see F from highway?
As I mentioned before, NIP's defense can be quite flaky, unfortunately. They're more apt at fluid movement than they are holding lines and angles. And this is where they start to falter a little bit. They're just not getting around quick enough to defend the objectives, and as a result, BDB are able to use this to their advantage and make the most of it, making this last objective location very easy for them with plenty of time on their hands.
I can maybe need Sarka.
And we see that Hard Eater is actually sneaking the point. He's gonna get the point actually. Skanta doesn't finish him off in time. It's gonna be the bomb hold now. And it's gonna be up to the criminal side to actually plant this bomb as the clock is ticking down.
7 minutes on the clock though, they've got plenty of time. Berserker tagged by Skanta. Skanta trying to find the nade, but doesn't find it unfortunately.
I just jumped off highway.
They found Heart Eater as well. Heart Eater trying to nade Skanta. It's a close one, but no cigar. And Berserker's making a push now as Heart Eater suppresses Skanta. Heart Eater trying to find a way up.
One directly below me.
Get the point.
Coming. Oh, you can? Never mind. Yeah, you're right.
It's like the think tank. I forgot myself.
That's a good pick there from
Pantsus.
Pantsus.
Below where point was.
Picking off Sarcasm and Berserker. As Skanta tags
Nice, good job.
Heart Eater, and Pantsus finishes the job. Pantsus gets the team wipe.
I was like, why can't I do the
Oh yeah. I forgot. We're fucking enforcing.
So the question is now, can NIP hold this for long enough?
Maybe I should go bigger.
Can they lock this down for long enough
Yeah, but I have scout.
that by the time
I can't see point from here though.
BDB start the bomb fuse, there'll be less time on the clock than there will be the bomb fuse, meaning all NIP have to do is defuse it.
We see a weapon swap from Atalanta now as well, going scout.
This will be a big shake-up now. I don't think NIP will be ready for that, and I don't know if any of them have reported that information.
Yeah, southwest.
And it looks like Heart Eater is going to get an angle here that nobody's spotting. And here comes Heart Eater. Pantsus doesn't see it.
I'm tagged.
Oh, that's Heart Eater though, tags him. Does not get the second shot off. Conknade comes out to Sarcasm, but does not get the car out. Sarcasm coming behind now, takes Skanta down, but gets a tag in as well. Pantsus in an awkward spot now between the 2 players. Sarcasm pushing closer up to Pantsus now. I think Pantsus has dropped down as well from the highway now, so he's not going to stay up there anymore. Infi still holding the police station, trying to tag up the enemies, but don't think he has anything else but the Oscar in hands. Pantsus gets taken out by Hard Eater now. Skanta looking for the kill on Berserker, but misses the shot. Berserker's gonna jump off the roof now.
He's across.
He's on. I'll charge.
All Infi needs to do here is harass and hold them back. But it
Here we go,
looks...
bomb has been planted. But this is the moment where NIP shines. They can do this attack fairly easy. They're better at attacking than defending.
Nice.
Can you see if they're pushing me?
They
Yeah,
know where
Sarcasm.
Berserker is now. They're trying to box him in here with Infi and Pantsus, but sorry, Berserker now coming behind Skanta. Nate comes out. Does not get the kill though, but I think they're gonna be able to defuse the bomber. Yeah, they get the defuse on it. We're gonna actually see a nade swap from Skanta instead of concussion. He's gonna go out to frags. Party's just gonna pick him off while he's doing field supplier. They
Bad
do have control of
timing.
the highway now, and Sarcasm coming from the gas station side, doing the flank. And
Pantsu
Sarcasm has
close.
the perfect position. Infi and Pantsus gets taken out by Sarcasm. Very well played by Sarcasm there.
This is where the pressure sets in for NIP. They can't afford to waste too much time here. They need to get that bomb defused and get that total time left compared with the bomb defuse time, or the bomb fuse time, as close as possible. They can afford to waste a little bit of time here, but they realise that if they waste too long and BDB manage to sneak it on overtime, they're going to be in trouble.
У вас внутри инфи.
Infi taking on a very long way up here to get onto the overpass to possibly cause some trouble for Heart Eater, but Heart Eater's already in trouble. Gets picked off by Pantsus. Pantsus now has highway control. But it's a role reversal here, as it looks like Berserker and Sarcasm have started setting up shop on the police roof. Infi's close, Berserker's underneath. Here comes Skanta. Good tag on Berserker. Great nade.
Down, just an airstrike on top of him.
And a surgical move there by NIP as they managed to defuse the bomb. Still 1 minute 28 on the bomb fuse. 2 minutes left on the clock for BDB to make something happen here. But Heart Eater's back in. He's in striking distance off the bomb. Both Sarcasm and Heart Eater are in striking distance here. Skanta hasn't noticed it. Skanta getting tagged by Heart Eater. Great nade there by Pantsus to take out Heart Eater. Good support there from Infi and Pantsus, keeping Skanta alive in a critical position.
Pantsus cleaning up Sarcasm as well. Last man standing on is Berserker on the highway. I do believe there's a car spawn on that car as well, though. Heart Eater spawning on the car now.
And here we go. This is what BDB needs. They need to take the overpass here.
Nate comes out from Skanta. Never mind, does not cook it anymore. All three members of DBD up on the highway now, all pushing towards Skanta now. Skanta has to drop down off this highway, not able to hold this anymore.
Skanta very smartly backing off there, not giving BDB an option there to get a quick pick, because they know how important it is to have all three team members ready to go. And it looks like Skanta's in striking distance of Sarcasm. Sarcasm hasn't noticed him, but I think the information has been rallied. Sarcasm just running straight through. Sarcasm in really bad spot here as Infi pushes in after getting four-tapped by Skanta. Heart Eater's in trouble now. Skanta picks up the kill on Sarcasm, but they do get the bomb. Berserker running away. Infi picks up the kill. Heart Eater's still on the overpass, holding out. But Infi's very close to getting this bomb defusal. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. It's all on Heart Eater to hold this, but he is just getting nade spammed like no tomorrow. It looks like NIP are going to run away with this. 25 seconds on the clock. They're just setting up again, and it looks like BDB are out of options here. Berserker is on the roof, though. There is a very slim chance that they could get this back, but there's only 8 seconds on the clock. They need to jump on it now. And they need to get those kills. Pantsus ending this mission with the most important kill to stop them from getting this back. And that is win number 3 for NIP. Turning up the heat here and making BDB work for this win. And now it's NIP on, well, match point. They have an attack stage next, but we've seen what they can do. If they can keep this momentum going, NIP are going to run away with this.
тяжелую снайперку.
Да
пиздец.
нельзя, блядь.
But like you said, they're way better on attack, and you see once DBD has the bomb planted, they just take down everything, and they just get the bomb defused immediately. Like they're just so well at attacking, able to take control of absolutely every spot and everything from DBD.
And again, it's the one thing that I've said is the weakness of NIP. Their defense is a little flaky. It's not the greatest, and teams have been able to utilize this and, you know, take matches and stages away from, well, take rounds and stages away from NIP due to a bit of a flaky defense.
What else do we have?
But if it's anything to go by, when NIP need to make an attack, they do it quickly, precisely, and coordinated,
Medium items,
making it very difficult for defenders to really do anything. Their coordination and their communication are really winning it through for them here. But again, their biggest weakness could catch them off here if they're not careful.
Break feeder.
Looks like both teams are ready to go. Pantsus opting for economic recovery. It's 2 investigates followed by a raid, followed by a drop-off, followed by 3 pickups for a 3-point scavenger. Now this is interesting.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Opting to go for a scavenger here.
Oh my god.
Get out and fight if you need to.
I kinda have to fight. I'm dead.
In a really rough spot now. 2 members of DBD
Sarcasm tag.
right around him, but no one's helping out on Sarcasm here. But Sarcasm gets tagged up, but Sarcasm that takes an infy down, but Skanta now looking for the kill, can't get it off. Pantsus coming in.
In between us. He's pushing you.
Sarcasm flanking on Pantsus now, but Skanta coming with a beautiful tag to help out Pantsus there.
How much did I get?
Go for peek.
I do believe they're gonna get both objectives. Their objectives are going fairly fast actually on the stage, so.
I don't know, I tagged him with Scout, I thought you would.
Even with no upgrades to the equipment.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think it's still fine. I think it's still fine that you died.
Yeah, of course. Maybe the car. Berserker's gonna have to get out.
Infy slamming his mounts there by the sounds of it. Just bang, bang. Really means a lot to him this match, and I think they finally, after 125 gave him a bit of a run in, they didn't want to make the same mistake. And BDB came out guns blazing, Berserker really putting pressure onto them, and
I just want to get Infi close.
making NIP work for this win. But BDB are by no means out of this just yet. We know what they can do, and we know how close it is between these two teams.
No way.
Just run up. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my.
Infy and Pantsus getting Sarcasm. Infy taking out Pantsus for some reason. Heart Eater picking up
No
Infy.
way he's gonna kill you when he's camping.
Scanter in trouble here, but manages to find Heart Eater. It's a 1v2 scenario here for NIP. He might be able to make a push here if he's a bit brave, but doesn't look like it. Meanwhile, looking over at BDB's side, they've got 2 very well-placed car spawners here. It's going to be difficult for NIP to do anything to stop that. And just like that, Heart Eater is back in the fight. Don't know if Scanter knows this yet, or the other members of NIP. But that is a very good nade there by Infy. And again, Heart Eater showing resilience and almost surviving whilst 85.
I got sandwiched. Nice.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine.
It's now Pantsus versus Berserker. Probably the 2-star players. But
We
Scanter...
see another team kill coming up from NIP actually.
You gave me a good spawn, kind of.
That's the 2nd team kill this stage so far.
Spawn on the cars, though, man. You might.
Little bit
Might
of
be a little bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm inside.
Just a little bit of miscommunication, but nothing too serious. Heart Eater has got a fantastic spawn here, though. It's going to be difficult for NIP to push this because Berserker's there, but so is Heart Eater. Berserker downed by Pantsus. Scanter making a flank.
What's behind me?
Behind you. Yeah, see. Just 2 point.
I'm doing it.
I died.
I got him.
Sarcasm getting a good nade there on Scanter, but Pantsus managed to take the point. It is an item drop, and BDB are in prime position to get to the objective location first. Looks like they're swapping weapons again. No more a CQC area. They're opting to go back to their tried and tested, so the Abea rifle and the N-Tech on Berserker. And it looks like they're going to try and find NIP before they get there, but Interestingly enough,
I'm just going to...
I don't think BDB realised that they have the items already gone. Berserker's making his way to the drop-off, but
I think I can.
the other two members of NIP
Yeah, I can. Can you just slow down a little bit?
Yeah.
are already making their way to the drop-off here.
Scanta, I'm talking.
However,
It's fine,
all
fine.
3 members of
Oh no!
BDB are already there.
I can't drop.
Okay.
We're all here, all
Yeah, the other here.
Four-
Just
four
get the
minutes,
item, get
four
the item
minutes.
as
I'm gonna
possible.
die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
A little bit of a griefing coming out there, but Pantsus now in a 1v2 against Sarcasm, and Hardeater takes down Sarcasm, but Hardeater just trades that kill.
I'd say 60, 60.
I think he spots Infi on the satellite roof there, but
I'm going above highway.
Pillar towards street. Yeah.
nades the car
Starting
spawner now.
pillar. Behind the wall.
In fact, it's not a car spawner, he just naded his own car spawner.
Somewhere in my waypoint, I think.
Infi now coming in with the car,
One on the-
tries to
on the
cook a
right,
nade
on the
again,
right.
but gets the nade on. Beautiful
Inside
nade by
bar, right,
Hardeater,
right,
gets Infi out. Berserker using that epinephrine, trying to reposition here now
Berserker
to
is
try and get
running,
Pantsus up top,
further,
but
towards parking.
in fact, Scanta on top. Pantsus coming in with the car now.
Should be the hair, Berserker or something.
I can need hard eater.
I can't.
And Hardeater just taking Scanta down as well. It's all up to Pantsus now. And beautiful tags by Hardeater again.
I thought you would have been able to just get out on hard eater on the.
Here we go, epinephrine again, coming from Hardeater.
Those quick repositions being very important there
It's
for
fine, I'll just go highway again.
Hardeater's
Just
the
make-
car.
BDB, but again, Hearteater showing this
Might come out, I could
incredible capability to survive these fights on 85 and get out alive. Repositioning in the car now, just to see what they can do. The item
Just
is
push up
close,
with you, actually.
but it is a bit of a tricky spot to attack here, as BDB look to do a bit of car gameplay here. Berserker jumps out.
One up, already?
Promise you.
It's on a pillar, on a pillar.
Pantsus looking to get an eye.
Yeah, 2 minutes 40. We got
Looking to get an angle here, but he needs to be careful. Sarcasm has dropped down to pick off Pantsus.
Nice, nice,
Infi
nice.
gets
Stay
the
alive,
kill
stay alive,
on
stay alive.
Sarcasm as Scanta repositions.
So you just sorry. I can nade hard eater. I nade hard eater.
I'm spawning.
Berserker.
Here. Just wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me. I can come fast. I can come fast. I can help you fast. Wait. Just chill. Just chill.
Oh, Berserker's 85, I think, after your nade, and Hardy 85 as well.
Berserker gets the kill on Infi. Berserker surviving barely in a really awkward
Getting my
angle
nades,
for
man, getting my nades. Hold on.
I have to do something. I have to do
really awkward
man.
position for NIP to deal with, and he's just holding that angle very, very well.
I'm nading them. I'm nading. I'm nading.
Alright, I'm gonna change your back quick from this. Let me sandwich them. Wait.
Scanta just saturating the area with nades as he gets pushed by Sarcasm.
Don't die. Don't die. Just stay alive on the highway, bro. Do not die.
Fucking bot, man.
No,
So-
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Fantastic
I got
play
killed,
there
man.
by Scanta, but Berserker picks up the kill. And Hearteater is already pretty much
He's
in
the
position
point,
to
I think.
defend this
He might
again
have went,
already.
inside. Maybe you can just try drop
Only
it.
1 minute 30 on the clock for NIP to make this. They could be in trouble here.
Dropping it.
And they sneak it in!
Changing back here quick.
It's only car spawn.
Unbelievable! I didn't even see that move.
Do you go big car?
Do believe epinephrine came in again, actually. It seems like everyone's using epinephrine here, considering how good it is now.
Absolutely. I would have thought to have seen possibly someone using a satchel charge to take out vehicles, but no, none at all.
Two.
And now it's a 3-item scavenger.
I can
They
maybe
have to
stop
pick
K.
up
I can
3.
stop K. I can stop K. I can stop K.
BDB already holds 2 items. Sarcasm on G point now.
Reach Berserker's car.
And that switch that Scanta made to the DMR AV coming in really helpful here.
I'm coming.
He got away. I tried to reach him again.
See if we can get cheat. Get cheat. Get cheat, dude.
I will get him, I'll get
Direct
him.
to cheat. Direct to cheat. Go cheat. Go cheat.
Nice, I'm chasing him. He's gonna go drop off. I'm chasing him.
Atlanta is in a really awkward spot, just being held by
I
Scanta
can
now.
hold K,
Okay, let him-
man.
I'm gonna let him
Can't
drop
do anything. If he gets into the car, he's just gonna get blown up immediately.
Whiff them.
Hit him once. He's 80. He's gotta be low.
Shoot the car. Shoot the car. Shoot
Meanwhile, we do see Berserker already on the team base with 1 item. Pots to
shot
take down
by the other
Sarcasm.
guys.
I'm not sure if anyone's with Berserker actually on the team base. Might get that for free. And if he gets taken out by Berserker now, they're gonna get points now.
Can you come K with me?
The item should be delivered any second now.
Dropping it off.
I know. I'm gonna go drop this item.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can hold K.
I'll go for Berserker and take the item off. Just drop it off.
And Hardy are trying to get into the car, but he's just gonna get blown up immediately. And there we have it. Scanta takes him down.
Fantastic play by Scanta there. He's now going to get that item for free. No one else from BDB is nearby. It was a very smart play there. Even though Berserker went to go drop off the first item, NIP now control 2.
Points on the board though for BDB already.
Good coast.
Berserker's on me.
Puts a little bit of pressure on for NIP now.
Yeah, he's I made it fire.
NIP gets the first item down. They're on the scoreboard now.
One on me.
Okay.
Heart Eater gets a very favourable spawn there in the line of in the direction that Scanter was going.
Right now.
But looks like Scanter's just avoiding the confrontation for now, but Heart Eater's right with him. How's he going to approach this?
Going highway, going highway.
He's still on me.
Atlanta.
Got him.
Nice.
Infi gets Berserker, that's a good pick there. In fairness, NIP have got a very good spot
I
here.
don't think so.
Not opting to take the item out of the car just yet to prevent steals.
No,
That is Heart Eater on the overpass there, looking to get an angle on Scanter.
I can't stop.
Circle and gas station.
Sarcasm takes out Pantsus. They do manage to sneak the last item out.
Spawning in your car.
Meanwhile, NIP have snuck the item off.
Berserker is gonna greet me.
Can't do anything.
NIP have snuck the item off BDB's
Slippery.
point, so Sarcasm will be taking only 1 point back
Highway
to the
above
base,
contact, Crims.
whereas NIP have still got 2 items close to their objective.
Wait, I can
BDB
spawn
still
on.
winning barely here, but it is very
Go, go, go,
close.
Hardy.
It'll be whoever gets the item on the point first.
Hold on, hold on.
They look like they are going to try and grab that second item though.
I'm dropping
Good hits by Scanter, but he's not able to get the kill.
Got Hardy, got
Now
Hardy.
he
Dead,
is.
dead, dead. 1 on K, 1 on K, 1 on K. They're leaving with K.
Just drop
You're
that
kidding
item
me,
off, though.
Bard?
We need points, man.
This car's fucked, this car's fucked. Guy on K. I'm fighting him, I'm fighting him. I'm literally just gonna fight him.
This is a close fight here. This is going to be an important one.
Nice.
They're leading.
Both teams now 1 item delivered
Fucking
each.
car of yours.
Berserker though has the 3rd item in hand, drives away with it in the Espacio.
Might not get far though. Oh, that was a good nade there by Heart Eater, who manages to pick off Scanter.
And another nade comes out, but
Leading con.
barely doesn't get it.
Just in the car.
Infi's able to drive off, follow Berserker
I can
right
get the
behind
G
him.
off. I'm getting G, I'm getting
Okay,
G.
okay, okay.
Sarcasm coming to you guys. He's coming to you.
Need to
Go
get
back to
that
our
other
point.
points, dude.
Yeah, I'll chase
I'm
him.
getting G, I'm getting G now. I'm getting G.
Okay, I'll go back to our point. I'll go back.
Sarcasm's on me now.
Scanter opting to hold their last item, whereas Pantsus and Infi going for it. But I don't think Scanter realises Heart Eater is about to
They got our
punch
point
their
already.
last
Fuck,
point.
dude.
6 minutes on the
Okay,
clock,
6
it's all
minutes.
to play for.
I don't have a car.
Berserker coming in. I'm behind him. I'm right behind him. Pussy.
Pantsus gets the kill on Sarcasm.
We should drop items off now.
Takes their item off the drop as well.
Just leave it. I just leave it out in close if you can.
They
Just leave it,
left.
just leave
They
No
left to
team's
buy,
getting
they
points right
didn't
now,
do
but
anything
we
about
see
it.
that BDB is leading with 4 points.
Drop this item.
It's a back and forth trade here. This is very close. This could go either way, but it does look like Berserker and well, the entire team of BDB are now pushing in with both items.
Yeah, yeah.
Bit of a miscommunication there by NIP, and BDB will now start taking a commanding lead as they have 2 points or 2 items on their drop.
I'll
So
go
this
glass,
is where
I'll
they'll
go
start
around the
making
glass. think this
quite
is
a big
fine.
difference here, and it'll be down to whether or not BDB decide to hold this, or whether or not they decide to go for the last item
Yeah, I think that's good.
while the other 2 distract.
Please don't.
And Heart Eater is going for Infi. Infi manages to get the kill.
No way, dude. I was gonna NFA, I didn't have it out. Kidding me?
Should just.
Yeah.
Berserker getting a few nades onto
I guess
Infi's
I can go inside.
onto Scanter's car there, almost taking it out. Scanter has swapped back to the scout, opting not to go for anti-vehicle here. Heart Eater making his way back in, and is already back in across the street, looking to get an angle on Scanter here.
I have no.
Maybe
I'm
Aaron
already
just-
in.
Gets
I'm
tagged
already
by his own
One for
teammate
shot
actually in
with
the
me,
back,
Wait.
it looks like.
Coming, Aaron. I can help you, bro.
He's inside with me. Not like in the alley, but he was on the street corner.
But still, we see that B2B has 2 points.
Berserker's on the point. Right on the point.
Meanwhile, NIP only with 1. Pantsus putting that epinephrine in use now.
But NIP are putting enough pressure onto BDB, not allowing one of their teammates to go grab the last
Give me one more
item.
close, I think. Close to you.
Heart Eater is inside, looking to try and get a pick on Infi and Pantsus,
Infi,
but
I'm coming.
Infi gets the NFA 9 kill. Berserker's the last man in.
Let's go. Let's go.
Sarcasm's the last man in, and that is a full team wipe by NIP. They've got now all 3 items under their control. It'll depend where BDB spawn, and it looks like they got a fantastic spawn again. And they're just going to race NIP to NIP's drop to try and get this last item off before NIP can drop off their 2 items. But at the moment, NIP are starting to get that point discrepancy back. But here comes BDB, Heart Eater going for the roof to try and defend this from NIP and try to steal the items back. It's not in a player-owned vehicle, so they really could just grab the Ceresco and run. As Scanter races Sarcasm in, but both...
I'm going around. Wait.
I'm gonna blow up all the cars here so we can't get away with the items.
An interesting strat there from NIP, opting to get rid of all the vehicles.
Yeah, he's going all the way other side.
So that's trading kills now. Berserker for Skanta now. 2v2.
Good team play there by BDB, Sarcasm and Heart Eater not giving Scanter any quarter there. Infi managing to get the kill on Heart Eater here. It's now a 2v1. Infi pushing in, gets the kill. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does on Sarcasm. And Heart Eater is going to be the last one to try and push in, but this is it.
One spawner southeast me. If I can switch. Try it.
2 items delivered so far. They're going to get the 3rd one in now as well. Infi dropping it right now. And we're going to see another weapon swap going over to the DMR again.
That's an interesting play there. Berserker now pushing into Scanter.
I can shoot him, just help me with.
I'm getting over Heartbreaker.
Both nades coming out from Skanta. Using that epinephrine once again. Sarcasm takes on rest of NIP's team, but Skanta gets taken out by Berserker as well. That's a full NIP wipe.
Have they got enough points on the scoreboard though before they started removing those items? They have. NIP have taken the lead by 7 points. There's only 2 minutes left on the clock. BDB are going to have to get at least 1 item on the drop before time runs out if they have any chance of winning this. It is in NIP's favour right now. It'll be whether or not they decide to defend this or go straight to BDB's drop and hold it. But Scanter's DMR choice here might be a good option. Scanter getting the pick on Heart Eater.
Few shots on Sarcasm now, but Infi's following up that car, but not sure if he can take down that car in time. See Berserker as well, transporting this last item from behind Sarcasm now.
Fantastic 2 shots there by Scanter. That nade's going to pressure him. Fantastic. Oh, he stunned Berserker. Berserker's going to be back up in just a moment. And there he is. He's back up, ready to fight again. Scanter's holding this down. Scanter's holding this down very well, but he's got to be careful here.
We see that Sarcasm gets picked up as well by Pantsus now. So NMP just cleaning up the entire thing. Scanter just holding down 2 players by himself.
He's got the angle. He's got the space to make this play. Berserker having a big amount of difficulty here.
Yeah, I'm holding him for so long.
I mean, this is just perfect. I mean, this is letting NIP just transport all the items.
It's hiding behind the red dumpster closest to the point. To your left. Just go
and,
drop.
Unfortunately, BDB's feed has gone offline. We're only going to be able to see this from Scanter's point of view. Berserker finally dies. Scanter gets a hit on Heart Eater. And a bit of BM coming out, but this is it. NIP with an uphill struggle and a half, but they've done it. Scanter getting the last kill on Heart Eater, Pantsus getting the kill on Sarcasm. They're going to be happy with this. Ladies and gentlemen, NIP have made it through to the semi-finals with a convincing 4-1 victory. What a turnabout for NIP there, struggling in the early missions, and then once again showing that they can really wake up and start pulling it through. They're slow to start, slow to get going, but once they do, my god, it changes around.
Absolutely. I mean, we see Skanta just holding 2 players down by himself, and Infi and Pantsus can just put pressure on Sarcasm that entire time. Gets both items transported, and that's the game for NIP, really. I mean, Skanta just making the clutch play.
They played that absolutely fantastically at the end there. And it's unbelievable. I was kind of lost for words, unfortunately, because I really didn't think NIP were going to turn it around so quickly, but my god, they ramped it up and that was it. What a fantastic play there, and Scanter utilising the DMR AV so well when it matters, and what a fantastic way to finish off the day. I'm going to see if I can get Scanter in for a quick post-game interview here. We'll just see what he has to say for himself. So we're here with we're here with probably the MVP for NIP here, and we're just going to bring your teammate in, Cozy, who is the team captain. Guys, once again, fantastically done, well played.
Thank you.
Was a very scary match, I think, for both teams, because Big Drama Boys came out and they came out guns blazing, really wanted to make a statement and start winning this, and really both teams, you know, both you and BDB had huge momentum on the attacks on both sides, and when it came to the last stages, when BDB got that first win and did it quite convincingly, to be honest, at least I was kind of convinced that this might not go the way we intended, but well, 2 missions later you all decided to wake up and actually start playing the game, so thanks for that. But going into this, we'll go into a few questions here. I'm sure Exotics has a few as well. Going into this match, did you expect it to be as difficult as this?
I mean, we were expecting them to be good players. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a closer game than that.
I thought it would be way, way harder, because I've played against them before in the past, and they're a really, really good team.
So what do you think happened?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I actually don't have much to say. Really. I don't know.
No.
I just thought it would be way harder.
No,
I was quite confident we would win, and
I think we were just more dominant in kills and doing missions. I think we just kind of took advantage. We kind of noticed they weren't playing very well individually, so you just play more aggressive, go for kills, get them a little nervous. Works out.
Well, that was kind of interesting, because at least in the first 2 rounds, Berserker was doing a fantastic job on his own and kind of gave you a bit of problems to begin with, and then kind of dropped off. So, yeah, I'd say, I'm guessing you decided to start changing tactics near the later rounds, and as you mentioned, yeah, you decided to play a little bit more aggressively and confidently, and that looks like it pulled through.
I think it was the same kind of issue we were running into with 125. We just weren't playing aggressive enough at the start of the match. Weren't being very assertive.
I actually tend to agree. Exotics, any questions for them?
I mean, from your first match, it seems like were you guys underestimating like 125, and then like coming into this match, were you more prepared for this one? Like,
for sure, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because just from my point of view, from what I saw from previous match, it felt like you guys just underestimated the team, but then you really put your effort in and you just pulled it off. And it seems like you just put your full in now for this match, and you just knocked them out 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
So very well played. And I think Skanta with the DMR AV is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm surprised not more people are using it. It's such a strong weapon now that the vehicles have been nerfed.
Absolutely, and I think you're going to set the example for everybody else playing this game, especially in teams. Consider the DMR AV. It's okay against players, but fantastic for slowing down car gameplay considerably. So, your next match will be against Speed Tracker. Have you got any thoughts on this?
Sorry.
I think it'll be another 4-1, 4-2. I think should be easy enough.
I think the initial burst of laughter, I think, said more than you could possibly describe. So,
just because we're memeing, dude.
Yeah.
Speed Tracker, man.
Okay, well.
Good name.
Yeah, absolutely. Any last thoughts, Exo?
Oh, not really. It's just amazing plays. I mean, I feel like you guys just really were prepared for this one, it seemed like. So, GG's to you guys.
Very quick question.
Thank you.
Very quick question for you then, just before you leave. As you know, the other semi-final will be God Complex versus Friday Fahrenheit. This is kind of a two-parter here. Who do you think is going to win? But more importantly, which team would you want to fight?
Yuriku's team for sure. I think they're gonna probably 4-1, 4-2. I don't think that they have that great teamwork. Friday Fahrenheit. Like I think Yuriku's team is probably gonna walk away with that one pretty easily, honestly.
Okay, and which team would you want to fight?
Probably Yuriku, honestly.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, fair enough. Well, get some rest. Very well played today. And we'll
you.
see you for the semi-finals against Speed Tracker. And then whatever happens then, we'll see what happens, whether or not you get to the finals or you turn up for the third place match. But best of luck to you. And, well, we hope to see you in the finals.
Alright, thanks.
Peace.
And have a good
Cheers,
evening.
guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap this one up and show you the current standings for the CET APB Run the Streets tournament. Moving on through from today's finals, from today's innings, as you can see from the last 2 days of matches, we have Friday Fahrenheit 4-0 in currency, although the scoreboard tells a completely different tale to the actual match itself. Speed Tracker beating out Sharp CO. That was a pretty convincing victory. It's kind of surprising Sharp CO got a win there, but I think Speed Tracker just let off the gas pedal a little bit. NIP, as you just saw, taking a little bit longer to get started, but finally coming out on top against Big Drama Boys as a 4-1 victory. And finally, God Complex having a little bit more difficulty with Petevis, as both teams were comfortable winning their defences until God Complex made the inevitable breakthrough and won an attack stage. So moving on, the next day of proceedings will be the semi-finals, where we'll see God Complex versus Friday Fahrenheit and NIP versus Speed Tracker. Just to finish off, I'd like to thank everyone who's kind of helped out for today. So, Natsu, thank you very much indeed for helping out in-game and actually getting everything sorted. Thank you to everyone else who helped out with making this all possible. Rich/Cuve for all the graphics and details. I think he's done a fantastic job for this. And Exo, thank you for dropping in and helping do the co-commentary. Really appreciate your help with that.
That's what I'm here for.
Absolutely. So yeah, we'll hopefully see you next time for the semi-finals, the date of which will be determined once all 4 teams have discussed and agreed upon a date and time that they will be able to participate on. So it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
And we'll hopefully see you next time. That's all for now. Take care, everyone.